beloved friends, in our journey through forgiveness. We began with wounds. We moved through understanding. We practiced release. We rested in Christ. And now we lay even that down. Forgiveness has done its work. Nothing remains to be healed. Nothing remains to be forgiven. Nothing remains to be achieved. Only this. The silence that remains. At the end of forgiveness, something remains. Not insight, not teaching, not even peace as feeling. What remains is silence. This silence is not achieved. It is recognized. In this video, we explore a question that lies at the very heart of spiritual awakening. Why forgiveness, when rightly understood, is not merely one spiritual practice among many, but the practice that completes all others. In the previous videos in this forgiveness series, we explored forgiveness as release, as impersonal seeing, and as the quiet activity of grace. Today, we take one step deeper. We discover why forgiveness is not something added to awakening, but awakening applied. Let us begin. Section 1. Forgiveness works at the root. Most spiritual practices attempt to add something to consciousness. More peace, more clarity, more power, more love. They cultivate states. But forgiveness, true forgiveness, does something radically different. It removes what was never real, but was believed. Joel Goldsmith reminds us, spiritual progress is not achieved by acquiring anything, but by letting go of that which obstructs the realization of truth. Resentment is not merely emotional. Judgment is not merely mental. They are assumptions. Assumptions of separation. As long as separation is believed, awakening remains partial. Forgiveness dissolves the assumption itself. This is why forgiveness reaches where a technique cannot. It works at the root, not the branches. 2. Forgiveness ends the belief in two powers. Every form of suffering rests on a single belief that there are two powers. One for good and another that can oppose it. Joel Goldsmith states plainly, there are not two powers. There is only one. As long as we believe someone harmed us, as long as we believe something had power over us, awakening remains incomplete. Forgiveness quietly withdraws belief from the appearance of another power, not through denial, but through understanding. We do not excuse appearances, we simply stop granting them power. Here, forgiveness becomes a spiritual realization. Section 3. Forgiveness neutralizes the ego. The ego can meditate. The ego can pray. The ego can seek enlightenment. But the ego cannot forgive impersonally, because forgiveness dissolves its story. Joel Goldsmith tells us, when there is no personal sense of self, there is no one left to forgive, and no one to be forgiven. In forgiveness, there is no victor, no victim, no spiritual achiever, only clarity, only awareness returning to itself. This is why forgiveness feels like loss to the ego and freedom to the soul. Section 4. Forgiveness completes all practices. Meditation without forgiveness can become avoidance. Prayer without forgiveness can become pleading. Non-duality without forgiveness can become abstraction. Forgiveness integrates them all. When forgiveness is active, meditation deepens naturally. Prayer becomes gratitude. Awareness becomes embodied in daily life. Forgiveness is not another practice. It is the ground of practice. Where forgiveness is present, all paths converge. Section 5. Forgiveness is awakening stabilized. Many awakenings collapse in daily life, under stress, in relationships, through memory. Forgiveness proves awakening. If awakening is real, it forgives naturally. It reacts less. It remembers less. It suffers less. Forgiveness is not the cause of awakening. It is the evidence. Awakening that cannot forgive has not yet matured. Closing contemplation, forgiveness removes resistance to truth, and truth needs no help. As resistance falls away, stillness remains. Be still and know.
If this meditation blessed you, share it with someone who needs peace today. Don't forget to subscribe for more teachings by Brother George. Inspired by Joel Goldsmith Infinite Way teachings.